Sean Myrie. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It's the War Report because we got to keep you updated what's going on in the world. There's actually a war going on with America and America with Israel against Iran in the Middle East. So every day there's something new happening. So recently, Iran, they're saying, don't know, I'm thinking it's fact, right, that they shot a missile or some missiles hit a UK and an American base in the Middle East, right? So some base that America and the UK share in the Middle East. I don't know the name of it, but that's what's been reported, that American and a UK base in the Middle East has gotten attacked by Iran with some missiles. Don't know how much damage or if there's any damage really, but that's what's been reported. And the war is going on, and Trump is saying that it's going to be winding down. He feels that it's winding down. He's talking like there's some victory, like there's victory already. But if there's victory, how are they responding with missiles? Like if you saying it's winding down, right? How come? How is it winding down if Iran is still shooting missiles? That doesn't make no sense. Eh? He's saying it's winding down, but the Iran is still hitting with missiles. Recently, they're saying it's
winding down inside of him.
It's not winding down.
Yes.
He wants to tell people it's winding
Abstract,
down.
man. He is winding down.
Yeah, he must be winding down because right now it's just started.
Yeah.
And Iran has just hit. They're saying Iran possibly hit a UK and American base with some missiles recently. Recently. So let's see if they talk about that.
No, they never talk about that.
If that's going to be talked about. But then they're saying America now is going to they're hitting the nuclear some nuclear place with most of the nuclear power now. That's what America's hitting just a couple hours ago, maybe 4 hours ago. So America hit a one of their biggest nuclear, I guess, facilities in Iran. So that's the campaign now. Knock that nuclear facility out or whatever, control that part of what Iran had. So he's very confident after knocking that out, they're gonna stop everything. The mission, what they done recently, is just 4 hours ago. This is the War Report, people. Please subscribe. Bless up.
Listen to Donald
OG
Trump, man.
Kicks.
Donald Trump a liar.
Donald Trump?
He can't lose it. He's American.
He's losing. I know America's
It's
losing.
not America losing.
Well,
It's
he's
Donald
losing.
Trump
Donald Trump is losing
losing
because
he can't
he's
lose.
brought American soldiers into a war and saying it's going to be finished in a couple weeks. But right now, as a couple weeks is coming, the Iranian military is still fighting back. They should be finished.
But the next thing, what
is he doing?
Helping losing with America is its reputation.
Reputation is going
Because
bad now
the thing
for
is,
America.
Because he's American and under the name America, anybody who's an American anywhere around the world in the wrong place is not good.
Yeah, if you're American, you're not popular now.
It's not good.
You're not a popular person in the world right now because of Donald Trump.
Any country, whatever it is,
right?
And you're American, get out of there.
Yeah, because even your business, American business internationally is hurting because of the tariffs. Him talking about tariffs hurt American companies
I'm just saying the reputation, regardless of everything he's doing.
Yeah.
Anybody who's American, because of his foolishness, even though if you don't agree with it, you is American.
Yeah. So
and
everybody
not in America right now.
Everybody was
and they're gonna look upon you to blame.
They'll be blaming Americans for everything. What goes on
they
in the
might
world.
kill you or do something to you.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Yeah. Get out of the whatever country.
So if you're American now in the Middle East, it's not good to be American in the Middle East. You should be gone. Because that's the next wave, eh?
Yes.
If they could kidnap people, eh?
And start saying whatever online. Remember a few years ago what they were doing? Beheading them on Facebook.
You don't want it.
That's what's gonna happen.
Well, they probably put out a warning for every American
That's what's going to
leave the Middle East. I know they put out a warning for like if you're American, you should be like leaving.
You should have been gone.
If you're still there, then I don't know.
Why are you still there?
I don't know about that.
You should have been gone.
Something don't make sense, bro.
Dead.
It's up.
But we never fought.
Yeah.
It's not American war,
It's not just American war. It's Israel.
Donald Trump war.
It's Donald Trump's war.
Sheikh Espin.
Yeah.
The two of them used to go with the 13-year-old them and 14.
Yeah, he's
damn shame.
It's because they're trying to cover up that whole thing with the Epstein stuff.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Donald Trump thinks that everybody on earth are a fool and only nonsense. You can't obstruct him and find him doing it. Yeah. Him is a liar and a thief.
No, we know that shit. But right now, he's put America in a situation
very bad
where they don't look good and national security.
Right.
Very
because
bad.
now they have to work. They're scared. You see people posting every day, oh, California might be endangered because of the whole thing, what's going on with the war. They're scared of terrorist attacks. You know what I mean? Like, that's guilt. That's kind of guilt. What?
Are the same people in California don't did terrorist attack and nobody from Middle East. No, go so. And the same internal thing America put on itself.
Yeah.
People know say Donald Trump do because I had Iranians who live in a thing.
Yeah, there's Iranians who live in America.
All different nation of people.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people. Yeah.
And everybody do agree with the lunatic though.
Yeah, but right now that's why they're kind of scared. They're scared that because of Donald Trump, he's pissed off a lot of people, especially going to Iran, that something could happen in America.
Yeah.
They're putting that out, in the media, scaring the people like, oh.
But I didn't see internal in America, people the Americans doing it.
Yeah, but that's why he has the ICE. That's why he promoted the ICE agency. Those guys, that's why he promoted them. So those guys could go on foot and find like anybody they suspect, they could question.
No, but the ICE
that's why he promoted them.
The ICE don't make doing
it. But I mean, like, he put those guys out there to enforce
the clan, the Ku Klux Klan, man.
Ku Klux Klan.
Come out with the place.
It's
that clan,
it's like a Ku Klux Klan
and a clown.
New version,
yes.
The ICE.
The ICE, yes.
But they have a couple sellout them in there too.
You don't melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, he used that so he could interrogate not just undocumented citizens, what they're saying, like illegals. It's for all citizens.
I know that like his wife.
What?
His wife?
Yeah, his wife. Yeah, his wife. Donald Trump's wife is an immigrant.
Yes.
That's what's funny, His wife, his own wives, all his wives were not even American.
Fair enough.
That's the funny thing.
And then him want to claim say people are not right.
I don't think any of Donald Trump's wives were American.
No, I don't think so. But he want claims now say him have all the rights in America.
Yeah, so right now,
we don't understand him. Avoid it.
Right now, he's putting down another campaign, and he's so confident that he's saying this war is winding down, and it's like you could declare victory.
No, because when a man they whine and empty out and backside hole, he can't do victory.
He's declaring victory. He's declaring victory right now.
Yes.
He's declared victory.
Wait, look, man.
But how could he declare victory and the government there hasn't given up?
Because, look, man, when you want to ease yourself,
Yeah.
And you let go wherever you let go.
Yeah.
You claim victory.
Yeah, he's claiming victory. And they just executed 3 young, athletes or something. They just executed people in a court on camera, and they showed them.
But when a man calls for victory, it's like you want to ease yourself, and you can't come tell when he come. You have victory that Donald Trump.
I want to know what victory Donald Trump has.
Victory.
What victory does Donald Trump have, Chad? What victory does he have? Because right now, they're still fighting Iran. Iran is sending missiles to their bases and stuff like that. So if you've truly... How is it winding down? He's telling Americans, the war is winding down. Could you listen to that? How's it winding down and you still have people going there? He has did the 2,500 Marines... The
Marine,
did they reach? Are they there yet?
No.
Because when they go there, they're planning to go on land, I'm thinking. I think that's the ground troops.
The island, they want to take, the thief want to take
I'm thinking that's when the ground troops are coming out.
Yes, man.
That's the only... They're going to attempt a ground troop takeover if they can.
But hold on.
I think America's planning a ground troop takeover. They want to do a victory and go there to the island.
Lunatic the thing.
Right?
Say, boy, him getting that age now.
Yeah.
So all what if you do him no care.
He doesn't care. I was telling people that he's about what? Turning 80 years old. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous.
Already.
Yeah, that's
so,
dangerous.
You know, man, take the whole world with him.
He doesn't care. Yes.
No, he don't
people,
care.
please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff.
Donald Trump, we can't read him, you know.
Yeah.
If you read Donald Trump, him can't fool me.
Let's see what you guys are saying.
You see?
To be fair, California was always in danger. Okay.
Yes.
Easter egg hunt. Yeah.
Yes, he's going.
It said this week will be important, either end or will be done. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
This week, I was saying from last week, Friday, like they should fully give up. Then Iran hasn't give up. What they have a narrative like they're giving up.
Never give up.
They didn't give up.
Give up what?
I didn't see no one what's called give in to America yet.
No.
They just eliminated 3 guys because they're protesters.
All right.
The same thing what Donald Trump was threatening Iran about. Like if you hurt your people or whatever, the protesting, we're gonna come. So they came. But now they be what? I don't know if they beheaded them or how they eliminate them in Iran. But the guy was an athlete. One was a famous athlete, 19-year-old. I don't know if I think they hang you in Iran.
Yeah.
So these 3 guys, they accused them of eliminating an officer. They said that they got rid of an officer. They're accusing them. But these guys are young. They had them on camera in the court, and they got rid of them just the other day. You see what I'm saying? So how's America taking winding down? You didn't take out the supreme leadership going.
No.
The supreme leader stuff is still going on.
Exactly. The regime is still there.
The regime is still there.
Yeah.
The regime never left.
Yes, Mr. Donald Trump is a lunatic.
So why is he lying to people saying the war is winding down?
Yeah, me tell you where they wind down.
How's the war winding down? I want to know.
Winding down from him.
And they still are bringing 2,500 soldiers or whatever you want to say, Marines.
Marines.
Still, they're going to be going towards I think Cargo Island.
Cargo Island. And then
so I see what they're doing. They're capturing the major places of power. They call that the crown jewel, you know.
Right.
That's the crown jewel, the Cargo Island. So when they go there, they want to take that shit out because there's the gas facilities or whatever there, right? Major. It's an island, you know. But people work there. There's a whole bunch of workers there. So they're going to have to, and probably security there too. So that's a big test. And then when you say these Marines are going to be going to, I think that's the same island they're going to be going to take that out. Now recently, they're knocking the nuclear site out. Don't you see what they're doing? America, and I don't know if it's Israel, but America, this just 4 hours, maybe 3 hours ago, announced that they're knocking on the nuclear plant there. They already hit it. So that's a major thing to knock the nuclear plant, knock that out. So that's why he's confident that it's gonna be winding down because they have no more power. So when they knock that out, what does that affect? Doesn't that affect the population that lives nearby?
It affect the whole country.
Yeah, so by him knocking those plants, we're not hearing about blackouts in Iran, you know. You notice you're not hearing have you heard about blackouts in Iran? No. But they're knocking all these facilities or these places, bombing them, right? They know where they're bombing.
But then Donald Trump look at all lunatic. Iran don't do America nothing.
Yeah.
You see? And you don't do because you have
No, he brought this up. He's saying this is a revenge shit from 80 or something, 82. He's saying about Iran kidnapping or whatever hostage the American, was it some American soldiers back in 82? Some shit was going on back then.
Iran, the 40, I think, American when they kidnapped.
Yeah, so from whatever they had back in the days, this is a continuation Trump took up as a revenge thing now.
As a revenge. I don't know revenge, man. An Epstein case.
What? Yeah, it's really the Epstein case. It's really the Epstein case.
And the Epstein case when they want to go before the judge and look like a one.
So he had to make a war.
He made a
yeah.
You see?
So you have to make a war.
What you have to make a war? Let me tell you, Donald Trump would have rather take 1 million lives.
Yeah.
1 million life, you know.
Yeah.
If we capture Iran.
You don't care.
No,
but listen, it just started.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
I know America has a high-tech army, but when they go, they're testing their weapons. When they go with those 2,000 or 500 Marines to that Karg Island, that is probably a big test to see no casualties happen. So you're going to go bring these Marines there, that's going to go on, whoever's going to go on foot some way, right, to that island to take over. You're going to have to take out whoever's there as security.
Yes.
And I guarantee there's a couple hundred, there must be a couple hundred on the island.
That's it.
Come on now.
I mean, when they say that trap, if
or there's a trap.
No, but if they take it, you know, Iran don't lick them with missing over the train. If they
take it, if they go there, Iran will hit it with missiles.
They will never stop.
Shit. That could be a trap. Yo, we're giving a gem, people. That could be a fucking trap.
Man. Trap.
They might as well evacuate the place. If you look on it, if America's really going there, they will leave it.
What you don't do with it?
Evacuate. You have to evacuate unless you want to get caught.
Mr. Donald Trump are the biggest lunatic. No president in old time days never. You want a lunatic.
So listen, it's common sense. If you know America's coming, and they're telling you for weeks, you're not gonna stay there.
No.
All the whoever wants to be gone, unless you're gonna be suicidal for the supreme leadership. You're not gonna stay there because America is coming there, right? So the people who want to get away, they're getting away.
No,
they're not gonna be there.
The problem is that, you know, the supreme leader will them take out there and his family them.
Yeah.
It's an inform pandemic.
Yeah, informed where they were.
No, the same Aryan people.
Yeah.
We're against the
regime, yeah.
Inform the lunatic Donald Trump and tell you where they go and say Saturday.
Yeah.
After them the prayer Friday. Saturday they have eating and things like that. So the supreme leader gonna be there.
Yeah. They informed. Yeah, that was a setup.
Then do it on a Saturday, you know.
They done it on a Saturday. Yeah.
So I don't know intelligence too.
No, it's symbolic. It was symbolic because they know.
Like a damn
Yeah.
America are lunatic.
But they knew when it would be vulnerable to attack and get him out. Take him out.
Yeah, because informer tell them when
when they have that,
going to be there.
Yeah, when they're going to
wife
be there.
And everybody.
Yes.
So America they going like a freedom.
That's dirty though. No, it wasn't that intelligence. It's because they knew about the holiday, the religious.
Right, but I inform them.
Yeah, someone informed.
Yes,
and then they got him.
Yeah, that's it. So America they going like I them with do not Donald Trump. No,
yeah. Someone informed.
Hold on, it's just like the Hitler thing.
Yeah.
The people were then say Hitler hang or what?
What?
I see him German people them.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the same people.
So
that's what's going on with a lot of these conflicts. It's the same. It's the same people.
You know,
right now, what's called the UK is in this war too. But they're quiet.
Yes, they're quiet. Don't listen to them. You see, all what they call it. You know, say film ears.
Yeah.
A German ears them there.
Yeah.
You hear the man's voice.
Yeah.
So when they tell us, oh, Hitler kill how much? Look, man.
All I gotta say is that right now, I see what Trump is doing. He's trying to take out all the power structure. What powers their military, the nuclear sites.
Yes.
The gas. So how long? They're probably hoping. What more do we need to do for them to give up? What else do we do for them to give up? They're not giving up.
You see, King David slew Goliath.
Yeah.
All the Philistines with their bad army. And this big man come before him.
Yeah.
King David, King David was a black man.
But listen, behind the scenes of all of this, you got a country like Israel helping. Well, America's helping them.
Yeah.
To fight Iran. Because they want to fight Iran, you know.
Yeah.
So, do people think this is gonna end like quick? They think it's gonna end like in a couple months?
You don't have it for the next 3 years or 4 years.
As long as Trump's in power,
yeah,
there'll be war. So when he's saying it's winding down and he hasn't took out nobody, these guys are still hitting missiles in Israel. They're hitting Israel.
He said it's winding down.
It's not winding
and
down.
He can feel it to him bone. How can I bone him?
People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. How is it winding down?
What? Me tell you how they wind down here, Bertie. And I'm not going no further with it. I just saw the wind out because I saw it go. Now listen to Donald Trump about the wind down and it's, in a couple of days he's going to do this.
It's not winding down.
Look, man.
Bless up. Salute. Skits Beats, yeah.
The idiot can't fool me.
Yeah.
Because he's a clown.
It's not winding down.
Winding.
I could add a Q&A sticker. I didn't know that.
Winding down.
Let's see what I'll add.
No, man. Why?
Answer. We're going to put a Q&A question. Let's see. Let's see.
What's that?
The live and direct Down to Earth podcast, Down to Earth network. Should have done that earlier, but yes, right now, both it's going back and forth. Right now, the recent news is that Iran has done an attack, and now America is doing an attack on their nuclear sites. It's called, I think it's called NATS. I don't know exactly the name of it, but they have attacked a nuclear site. Yeah. So what does that do for Iran? That kills some of their power.
Well, then
so they know where all the places are, in Iran, where they have all their power. So how much places do they have in Iran left?
Maybe they have here on the ground.
He's claiming that he got most of them.
No, listen to Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is saying he got most of all these places.
The biggest lie that ever come from Earth.
He's claiming.
That the lunatic there. And the biggest lie that he ever come back.
No, but he's saying the American military has reported they got rid of most of all of their whatever.
No.
You don't think so?
No, come out of Donald Trump about 22.
You don't think that
99.5%.
You don't think that they knocked out most of all of their? Well, you're right. They didn't knock out most of their power. See, they have a big mission right now. A big mission.
Remember say I pour in head, I feel poor.
No, but I mean the physical power in Iran. There's like I'm saying, there's 90 million people, so they can't knock out all the power.
No, man. Donald Trump, they listen to his head, they listen to himself. The lunatic listen to himself.
They can't knock out the power. They're already bulldozing with people still in the rubble. They're saying they're bulldozing with people still in the rubble? Yeah, bless up. Oh, John Crow, bless up in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Much respect. This is the war report, and we keep you updated with the war, what's going on. It's spreading out throughout the world. It's not just America and Israel. It's gonna be
5-year war.
He wants other countries to come into it too. He's begging people to come into the war.
Yes.
He's getting angry at countries what don't want to join the war. Right? Bless up, old man John Crow. Yeah, he's begging other countries, will you come and support and stuff? He should have done that from the beginning, but he went himself into it, like Rambo. Now he wants people to help.
No, but hold on, man. I tell you,
he wants people to help.
No, man, and put Goliath in the front. That is the Philistine. The Goliath, can't beat Goliath.
Yeah.
And I want man when call King David.
Yeah.
With a slingshot, I lick him in his head. Lick him
so you're saying like David is Iran?
Yes.
David is Iran.
America is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Goliath.
Yeah.
That's it.
So they're not winning right now.
No.
They're not winning the war. They're not winning the war. And recent news is like Donald Trump saying it's winding down.
Right.
And more shit is gonna be coming. More fighting is gonna be coming. How's it winding down? Who does he? He's like kind of disrespecting people's intelligence.
All right, no, it's disrespect my own because we tell you how
it's not winding down.
You wind down from him. Yeah.
People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes. It's not winding down. This is the war report.
You can't tell me that. Illegal war, Donald Trump go put people. Illegal war.
Yeah, it's an illegal war that he put people in. But now America's gonna have to pay for it. Right?
Yes.
America's gonna have to pay for it.
Then they talk about how the immigrants they come in and the people they move. The one where they take from place there.
Who?
They take from Somalia.
Oh, you're talking about
the refugee them.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
Minneapolis.
Yeah. I said them they do the thieving.
They're doing the fraud and stuff in Minnesota. So it was a mixture of them and even American citizens who was doing the stealing.
And the American people that do it.
Yeah, they were doing it too, but I'm saying that they used the people, a lot of the Somali community in Minnesota to do that. I done my investigation.
The Somali who banned it. No American.
No, they're American, but there was a mixture of people who are not American.
Yeah.
Right? Who they found was doing whatever scamming. And they were not legal, a lot of them, in America.
Yeah.
So even if there's people who are legal, there's always a percentage what is, not, I guess, good, right?
Yeah.
So there was some type of fraud going on in the community or whatever. They were working with probably some Americans too, American-born people, like what you're saying, be it Somali or be it a white person or whoever, a Black American. They were working with somebody else who was so-called, what do you say, stereotypical pure American.
Yeah.
Because the biggest fraudster was a lady, It was a white lady who was caught for doing the biggest fraud. It was like she was helping, what's called, she was doing charity. She was helping a charity to give food to kids who don't get to eat, like, I guess, breakfast or maybe like in the morning. So she was doing a program and getting money. It was the COVID times, and getting money from the government to it was the Somali community, most of them, but they're saying she took more money than she's supposed to, and she was using it on herself, and other people was using it for luxury stuff. And then they caught her and they arrested her. It's a white lady in Minnesota. So she was using, some of the Somali community was working with her, and they arrested her and I think 50 others or 15. They arrested other people. So you're right. In Minnesota, it started that campaign there, the war on our internal in America first.
Yes.
You have to see he was building up this whole shit, right? So people were starting to protest against him in America.
Right.
So he brought the concentration to the war now, so you won't protest like that anymore. Remember, the only person who died in ISIS situation recently was 2 white Americans. It wasn't no immigrants or no undocumented people. It's 2 white Americans. So he had to quiet it, make it silent, and change the whole story. Then it went to Epstein for a little bit, right? That was getting too hot because they brought him up now.
Yeah.
So now he goes in to the war shit. Perfect now to go away from all of that.
Where the lunatic do? Here where the lunatic do?
People, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Hillary Clinton
was finished. Yeah, after Clinton.
Me didn't say that.
You see, after Clinton, because I done a podcast about Clinton the same time when he was doing. Wait, I think when he done his thing, right?
Yeah.
I already said what was gonna happen. That after his whatever testimony, that how they're not gonna talk about it again.
Yeah.
That one got views still, but they're saying how they're not going to talk about it again. The war would start.
Yeah, yes.
He waited for those two to testify to do the war.
Why the American people don't realize that where they lose?
That's a symbolic thing he done.
Yes.
He wanted the ex-president and vice whatever the woman was running against and talking shit about him, and then he's gonna go to the war. I seen that coming.
I
seen that coming, people.
Yes, right.
I was saying that. He was waiting for that shit.
Yes. I waited for.
He wasn't going to go to the war until they testify. He wanted them to testify.
The lunatic Donald Trump thinks everybody have food for her, I can't check him out.
Yeah.
What a lunatic, that and a clown and a mascot.
He wanted people to testify.
A mascot.
Trump is a vehicle for the beast. Yes, he's the system. That's why they big up Mr. Beast. Yeah, Trump is the devil. Yeah, Trump is the devil. Yes, you're right.
Man.
Trump is the devil. You're right, man. People, please subscribe.
No, I train him now, It's Lucifer, the devil, and Satan.
Yeah.
But Satan, I think a Lucifer he would have more suit me now to say Donald Trump is Lucifer.
Well, maybe he doesn't care to be called Lucifer. Donald Trump.
Yes.
Right? Maybe he doesn't care to be called that.
Yeah. You're Lucifer, that one.
But he says like they say, like God. I see a lot of the Trump supporters, the MAGA people, are saying like Trump is God or God bless Trump.
Yes.
The MAGA people, there's really some real supporters of Donald Trump.
But
some
yeah, we are supporter, man. Come on.
Yes, he has supporters.
Good.
But even before he was a president, he's a celebrity. This man's an actor too. He was known in Hollywood.
No, man.
Before he was president.
The reason why me no in that, because me no hate him,
Yeah.
The reason why me not in a Donald Trump, and when he come out and say the Haitian them,
the Haitians eat frogs.
Yeah,
he said some shit.
And
Donald Trump says some stuff.
Then he come back and say Obama and Michelle
monkeys. Yeah. He brought that up too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he knows
because
what he's
to
saying.
me, you know,
Yeah.
if I want to idiot, what a fool.
Yeah.
If Obama,
no, he done that to piss. He likes to play. He likes to play with social media.
They would have liked to know.
He likes to play with social media. Trump.
But would have liked to know.
Yeah.
Who him come out of?
He don't care about that. He's not going that deep.
That
he's not going that deep. Donald Trump.
Who he come out of?
He's not going
then
that deep.
Then they don't make him know say him.
He's not going that deep.
Him lunatic. And he have to come out, you know. Yeah, idiot. You're supposed to know.
No, but in science they put that themselves. They put that man, which you don't have to believe that man come from like a ape, like the ape or the monkeys. So when he's putting Obama and his wife as monkeys, what are you saying about yourself? Aren't you the people who put out science books saying that humans come from the monkeys?
Yeah.
So that means you're a monkey
too.
You're a
monkey too.
And you come from us.
I come from us.
That's what I would say, because that's why they put it in the science.
The science. Yeah, man. The man come from monkey.
If you believe that the man come from monkey, he's dissing himself. He should be putting himself in one of those.
But he don't know better.
No.
The man
he don't care.
He doesn't care. I think I don't care.
He doesn't care.
Don't know better.
But right now they're telling people that the war's gonna wind down. They're telling people a big lie. Especially like, who are they trying to fool? It must be only Americans.
No, they fool. Who they can't fool?
No, I'm saying when he's saying the war is winding down.
Don't.
The news what they're putting out on, be it whatever local international news, is that's not the case. All I'm seeing is Iran keep responding. I don't see Iran stop doing.
Iran go down with Trump here.
Yes, they're not going down like that.
Going down like that. Because we know say Russia and China not leaving there.
Yeah, Russia and China still there.
Yeah. So when Donald Trump still thinks that, he don't bring no regime and then
he's not bringing it down.
Bring on what?
Russia and China still there.
Yeah.
So what? That's the big fight. You gotta get rid of Russia and China.
Yeah,
you not get rid of Russia and China. Russia is gonna always support Iran.
Exactly.
Even China.
Yes, they told him. So that the idiot Donald Trump, one idiot.
You know what they're trying to say to Donald Trump? Get away from get away from us. Get away from here, yo. This is the real deep. We're going down to earth. Russia and China are angry at America because that's their business. That's their real estate.
Then the allies, you can't back away from allies.
That's their real estate.
Yeah.
Iran. So if America takes that over, that's what they want. They want to take it over. Let's be straight up. Taking out that supreme leader now.
Yes.
If you put in the other people, they're going to have to be loyal to America.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody who's in charge of Iran has to be loyal to America. And Israel too.
Yeah,
that's what they're telling people, you know. You have to be loyal to them. If you're not loyal to them,
that will never happen.
No, that will never happen. But that's what America's giving an ultimatum.
Yes, but you
have to be loyal to them.
The idiot when they talk people all this blame.
No, but I'm saying though, Donald Trump has put down that Iran has to be loyal. Yeah. Like, it can't be the same.
But
it has to be it's never gonna happen. It's gonna be it's gonna keep going on. It's gonna keep going. Right? It's never gonna happen. But he's saying that there's an ultimatum that they must surrender. They must give up.
Well,
no fighting.
We don't see the struggle of the power now.
Yeah.
We don't see right now.
Yeah.
Russia and China helping Iran.
Russia and China is helping Iran.
Okay.
But they're not publicly saying it. Like they're not
But we know
they're
that.
not coming out like Donald Trump and
So
talking and shit.
you think
That's the difference.
Russia and China don't allow Iran to fall under them?
That's what some Americans have probably, like, this is how they're making Americans think. Some Americans think that they're gonna just, Russia and China's just gonna be quiet and they're not gonna do anything.
No man, then hold on, them not gonna make weapons.
They got people, yes, they think they got certain people who believe that.
The weapon where they making it.
Yeah, the U.S.
Remember say Iran.
Yeah,
the regime still don't get weapons from them too.
Yeah,
say there will be an everlasting war.
Yeah, everlasting war.
Everlasting war. Tell Donald Trump to surrender.
You're right.
Unconditional surrender.
Because it's not going to end.
No, because here what you want to do. Me don't tell you what Donald Trump want to do. And he can't do it. He can never do it because they sign not to use the nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
And that America they use for Japan. And they have to.
Was it?
And yes, unconditional. They hear
Hiroshima.
Yes, unconditional surrender. You have to surrender because we lick you with the nuclear.
Well, how much people did that kill in Japan?
70,000, I think.
So they would have to. That's a sacrifice.
Yes. So here, no, America do it. And him drop the first atomic bomb. Nobody to use
atomic bomb.
Yes. So Donald Trump would have said, boy, if he can't get the surrender, he have to use the nuclear weapon for Iran.
That's not a good example, though.
No, but it can't work.
You don't want that to happen.
No, they signed not to use it.
They signed not to use it.
Yeah. It's only it's a defensive weapon, not an opposing weapon.
Yeah.
So I think defend your country. You know?
So
if a man use it for you break the law. So you have to use it back for you.
When they went to Pearl Harbor, I'm guessing America lost a good. That was more where the soldiers were. But
right.
They lost to how much people in Pearl Harbor?
We don't know, but Japan
did
they overpower them
in Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
So that's why they licked them right in Japan. Like
they sink the boat them in the Japan, and Japan still resist. So the America, as him alone did have it, at that time.
Yeah.
For America, to make them surrender.
Yeah.
Him have to throw that bomb on them.
So when they threw that bomb, where was that coming from?
No, America, they fly, go them time.
So he's telling me America sent something straight from America and went straight to Japan.
Plane, man, a plane.
Okay.
Yeah, them they were no missile.
Okay, they had a plane and then they dropped that shit.
Yeah. So that Japan surrender. So the idiot, not only lunatic, the thing say, well, if he do something even close to that, they have to surrender.
But that's killing a lot of people. That would be probably killing a lot of innocent people.
They don't kill all American too. Here.
That's like a big type of
the
sacrifice.
whole world don't feel it, man.
If Donald Trump, I mean, like he would have to drop. That's sacrificing a lot of people.
Hold on,
it's killing a lot of people.
Right now, Donald Trump don't mind doing that. That he can get off an Espin case.
What, drop a big bomb?
Yes, me know that the wicked. Look, man.
In Iran?
In Iran. And you know, I come out with his tail and I have oxide.
I wonder if he could get away with dropping a big bomb.
No, but him can't just do it, so. They can't give the idiot, you know.
That's when he'll lose his presidency.
No. He can't do it, so. Because they know someone want to lunatic. They can't give the press button in the suitcase.
No, they can't give him that press button. They can't give him that red button. They can't give Trump that red button.
No,
they can't give him that red button.
You don't get to our bedroom to have a clown.
But right now he could get access to the red button.
Him that man, all the boy, they call Yate who walk there. Him is the next one.
He could get access.
The man kill off 1,200 people, you know. 12, not 1,000, you know.
Yeah, 1,200
the man go and kill 80,000 in Gaza. I want wicked that the man, look, man.
But they might do that again. Like right now, Iran might capture people the same way how what's called they're saying the Palestinians.
No, forget again, man. How could you kill 1,200? Because
Netanyahu,
him set up the war with the 1,200, you know.
So no. It was
how he do it.
He kidnapped. Okay, they're saying that the group from Palestine kidnapped how much people?
1,200 people.
Was it 1,200? But most of them got released, right? It was only 200 left or something.
Oh, you mean we talk about the people them hold pan?
Yeah, the one
that I know that we talk about. Yeah, you're right. But when I say The war with Iran and America.
Yeah.
Here where they want me. Donald Trump use fucking head. And it can't work. Too much ahead the man is trying to use.
It's not just him though. It's not just him. He's not the main guy. He's not the only planner for this shit. That guy Vance, who he has, the vice president, he has a lot of this plan too. Some of it is his.
But him the preferred Trump, then you know.
Yeah,
Oh God, everybody. Yes, weird.
He wants Trump to work hard.
Yes.
He wants Trump to work very hard.
And then when they lose, they talking
3 more years? Because think of it. Could Trump really go 3 more years?
Yes, he can go all 5. Yeah, man.
You think Trump have the energy to go that
maybe
long?
Someone does that so.
3 more years?
Think you all 5, 6.
That'll be interesting. You're right. Vance is encouraging him.
Just a stand up man.
He's encouraging him to go do all this stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and after then, like, tiring himself out so much that he's hoping one day fall out that he could take
out the presidency.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and that's why in the president.
I wonder if people know that shit.
People who abstract, you know about
down the line, don't be surprised you see Vance at that.
You know about abstract.
You're gonna probably see Vance could be there.
Abstract there. You say, look, you want him? No, my brethren. See how the man they look on that and eye.
Yeah.
And
he wants the position.
And I said, he said, I wish he could have dead.
Yeah. Because he would be the president.
Yes.
If Donald Trump passes away, he's the president.
He's the president.
He'd love that, man, wouldn't he? Vance would love to be the president. He would love to be the president. And he has an opportunity because, like I say, Trump could live longer, but Trump's getting older. Like, he's turning 80.
But Trump can't do 1 4 years.
He still got 3. This is just 1 year.
No, he's got 4 years again.
Yeah, but this is just 1 year. He started. Correct me. It's not been 2 years. It feels like it's been, hasn't it? It's only been a year he's been in as the president, right?
When I say America don't come right down under Donald Trump.
Oh yeah,
right down.
People better hope they want him out. There was attempts to impeach him.
No. But when the midterm election run and the Democrat win it because he won't have so much power.
Yeah.
No.
So they could stop. They're trying to stop him with this war.
Yes. So and when we're coming is the midterm election.
Yeah.
And in the set up all kind of Derek.
Yeah.
You know. Idea and shit.
So tell me this. That's why you're saying it's winding down.
Yeah.
Could they stop him? Because I'm hearing that some politics. I don't know the politics fully.
No.
They could kind of stop him from doing anything. Certain things in the war.
You can't go until November, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. Call it go to them. But the Democrat gonna win the midterm. So you know how much power like that again.
So now how would this turn out for the war if the Democrat is against the war and wants limited American intervention that will help Iran?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not the good part, like the supreme leader part. You back off from them, then they'll start to rebuild back. So that's the thing Trump doesn't want. That's what he's saying he's fighting against. He's fighting against them doing that shit. He wants to keep the foot on the neck. He wants to make sure that he gets rid of, eliminates any whatever supreme leader influence. He wants them to give up. Yeah. He wants them to submit. He wants the other side to take over.
No, you want to unconditional surrender?
Yes, that's what he wants. He wants them to fully surrender.
I mean, no, them not get that Aaron. Yeah. Him not get that.
No, but that's his
intention.
His whatever goal or whatever his intention, his main thing is for them to submit and have no more supreme leader type of laws. And because once you take out the supreme leader regime, the laws what they have were how they eliminated people, for example, who don't listen to them. They killed the athletes just recently. You're gonna get rid of that. Think of it. That law's gone. The supreme, what is called the guard. What is called that guard, right? Yeah. What he has, the military, right? The Revolutionary Guard. Mm-hmm. That whole thing will be gone. Yeah. When America fully takes over, if they could take over, he wants that gone. He wants the Revolutionary Guard gone. All of that gone. So who's going to replace that? That's the problem.
That's 91 million people is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But their problem is to know who could replace, who would they put
it will
there.
never settle down. America will just leave.
Because America installed people before. They were involved with that, unless it's conspiracy. They're involved with the king and replacing certain people
the
before.
Regime, you know.
Yeah.
That shows that the regime have at least 3 million man.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard for people to really understand that the regime has millions of followers.
And them have the gun.
So and they have the weapons.
And them have the weapons.
The regime has everything. They got the guns. They got the bombs. They got they got the most surveillance. They live where all the other people live. So even if you are part of the regime, you live where the people who are against you are too. You know? That's what they're putting. When they put those guys on camera yesterday, the 3 what they're executing.
Yeah.
That's for example for the rest of the nation.
Yeah.
If you're against us, this is what happens to you. Right? They put it out. Did you see the video?
Yeah,
You didn't see the video? I'm surprised. You're on CNN. You should see the video. He has the 3 guys. I think they're all athletes. One was a wrestler. I think he was an Olympic wrestler. He's known, right? This was on American media a lot too. And they showed the guys in the court, their court, and how they're like, doing the judgment against them. And basically they're going to face death, right? Which they probably did eliminate them already. But how they do it, they cut off, I swear they cut off the neck or some stuff like that. So this guy's 19 years old. The other guys are young too. So they accuse them of, they saying killing a cop. I mean, like one officer down there. That's what they accuse them. They can make up any damn thing. Either way, is an example to all because they're protesting. That's the story. The guy who's a wrestler, when they were doing all those protests, he was one of them.
Oh.
So they know he was one of them, and they eliminated him on. They had the court thing on whatever their television thing going. So that's an example to all the people who's against the supreme leader, or if you want to be against them, they're gonna. If they capture you, remember America didn't take them over fully yet.
No.
They didn't bow down to America. This is what I'm trying to tell people. All the war stories, all the bombings going on, you still have these guys have court and television showing the rest of the nation of the people who they're showing what could happen if you come against them. So they're using the media to intimidate any revolution to come against them. Now, how are you going to take over this country?
No.
That's the question now. How are you going to take over?
Take over what?
But that's how they're making people think that they could take over the country easy like that. So they put it right now, a scare tactic in the people's head. That's why I was saying, where are the Iranians who Trump was calling on to do a revolt after their first bombing? After the first bombing, he was saying he was calling on Iranians to do it's your time now to take over whatever, right? Okay. 19, 20 something days later, all those protesters was in the street before, right? Because they're claiming America. This is what America claiming, that he unalived thousands of the protesters. He got rid of them. Remember, Trump was warning. There's more than one protest. He was warning Iran, if you keep doing this again to your people, we're gonna come there and do something. And there's all these talks. They're saying they're having talks. Remember? They're going to be doing talks. So the talks didn't go through. He attacked right after the time of the Clinton thing. No, I mean, he made sure he attacked. Even after the Supreme Court, that's where he got angry too. After the Supreme Court shut off his, his tariffs. And then he got angry and put the 10 to the 15% tariffs back on. After that, he was starting the war too.
Yeah.
It all comes in stages. After when they done that, and he had to bring up the tariffs more.
Yes, he started war.
He got angry off of that.
Yes.
If you seen in his face, he said, "People, it's like, get ready for something." He was angry because of the tariff shit. And then after then, he waited for the Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton to testify.
Yeah, and that's it. 28th attack.
Yes, was the 28th of what? February. The 28th, the last day of February, he attacked.
Yeah.
And now it's what, March March 20,
Yeah,
21st?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
the 21st. It's been now. This is scary now. How long America's been in the war?
Not a long time. A couple weeks, 3 weeks.
No, but how he's talking the
So,
whole way.
Yeah, so it would be 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, the whole way how he was cocky about it, that this is gonna be an easy
Yeah,
in and out.
you don't know.
They're not. It's gonna be easy. Just give up. It's not gonna be like. It's not gonna go past a month.
No.
Now you're hearing a whole bunch of missiles go everywhere in the Middle East, hitting Kuwait, hitting Saudi Arabia, hitting bases where American military is. They're hitting the bases. They're hitting their bases too.
I know say Russia and China, they make enough money.
Russia and China?
Yes.
So what Russia and China now is doing,
they make enough money.
They're watching over the war. They're watching over the war right now, and what they're doing is playing a game. They're giving Iran some type of intel, some type of support. So Trump might know this, but he's not saying this.
But remember, say Iran are island. That's what China wants.
Yeah, Iran has oil. China wants that oil.
Yes.
You're not stopping China's business. No.
Exactly.
China wants their oil.
Yeah.
Russia, they have their oil, but they still want more oil.
What do you mean?
You get what I'm saying? They still want their oil. So they do some big business with Iran from a long time. I guarantee some of the Iranian they're scientists for like, they do something for Russia in return.
Mm-hmm.
They do something for Russia, guaranteed. There's some service they've been doing for years for Russia.
That's it.
Maybe they're good.
We said Donald Trump now win no war Iran.
That's what the bad thing
and
is.
You could have bombed till tomorrow morning.
They're not going anywhere.
Judgment.
Yeah.
You see?
But it says, someone said, everywhere is war. When bad rule the land, good men must fight. So must war in the Bible seen. So people, that's coming from Fence, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bible now, if you want to go by the Bible stuff, it's going into that story too. Like this whole thing with Persia, right? And after then Israel and America, Russia and China. So it all fits into the script that you see. They call it scriptures. It's a script.
Yeah, script.
Yeah, exactly. It's a script. So it's really going by the Gog and Magog, and they have when in the Revelations and Israel, people fighting against. They say people fighting against Israel, and Israel. That whole story, that whole Bible stuff, is also in this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's funny. The stuff what they've been talking about in the Bible and whatever Revelations and all them stuff is with Israel. So it's like a script. So you see America with Trump, right, is with Israel. America with Trump, he's saying he wants to promote Jesus or something, have some type of day in May. I forgot what he calls it, if it's God's Day or whatever. But the whole point is they're using this God stuff too. You get what I mean? Saying it's God for what's going on, especially like if they're religious. But Russia and China don't believe in no God business.
So hold on it. When say God and who?
What? It's like the good against the bad.
But you know how no good against the bad like this.
No, but Trump.
Yeah, a two Satan.
No, Trump is making it like they're the good. He's doing the good for God. Like he's doing God's work.
Hold on it. God's not enough for him work.
No, but he feels
because the lunatic,
he's doing God. He feels he's doing God's work.
No, he not doing God's work. He do for him work. Because him a Lucifer, you know.
But he feels he's doing God's work. People, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Let me try to show you.
Yeah.
He means Lucifer.
Mm-hmm. Jesus is king. Someone said, Joe hating channel. Okay. Joe. Yo, listen. I don't hate Trump. I hate the moves he's making. And what he's doing, he is doing a lot of moves what's making America suffer. Like, I guarantee I'm hearing about grocery business in America. The high prices for the groceries, the oil. He told people, he was warning people that the oil is going to go up. He basically said, yeah, the oil, things are going to go up. He's telling people. So he don't care about the poor people. Trump's not doing nothing. Is he doing anything for the poor people in
No,
America?
he don't have to.
He's not doing nothing.
No.
Nothing. He don't care about no. You
No,
don't hear him
only
doing anything.
To try and wind up.
He's not doing anything.
No, he's not doing nothing for poor people.
Yeah, he's not
Right?
doing nothing for no one in
No,
America.
no,
He's
no,
just
no.
concerned about the rest of the world. People should be like angry with him about worrying about the rest of the world. But then some of the people who are the Trump supporters are saying he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job. After 3 more years, let's see if the same people are going to say he's doing a good job, right? Because right now in Iran, I mean, Iran is hitting some missiles. They hit a UK and a US base, eh? But they're not talking too much about it. I don't know if it's going viral. They hit a UK and a American base. So why are they telling us that? That's recent news, you know. They're not telling you if there's no casualties.
No, they won't tell you.
They're not going to say if there's been any casualties. They're just saying they got to tell you that a base got hit.
Yeah.
Today. That's basically 4 hours ago a base got hit. That's what they're saying. A base got hit about 4 hours ago. So what's next? America hits the nuclear. I don't know if that nuclear site was first or the other one, but they hit a nuclear site. Mm-hmm. They said this is a really important for the war to hit that site.
Well, you know, the straight, the thing there, Hamas straight, Hamas.
Hamas? Hamas?
No, Hamas, the street, the channel where they walk and go through.
Oh, the Hormuz. Yeah, the Hormuz. Yeah. Right now, that's very controversial. That's to deal with the world's money because it's in a big percentage of the oil for a lot of the world. They depend on that.
That's it.
So America now is getting other countries angry. They're getting kind of other countries frustrated or worried because of this war. Because they're not going to get their stuff is going to come late.
Who they want to blame?
They're going to blame Trump.
No, they can't blame Iran.
No, they're not blaming Iran. They're blaming Trump. The rest of the world is blaming him. Yes. And it doesn't help that he's saying, oh, we need help from other countries. So by him doing this stuff with Iran, that place, the Hormuz, if it's really important for a lot of the world for the oil and stuff, yes. That's making them angry. What? For sure, they're not happy with that. They definitely don't like that. I'm telling you, 100% people in the chat. Jesus is king. So yeah, they're redrawing the maps of territory. Oh, the U.S. saved the world. Someone said the U.S. saved the world. You think so? People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Someone said the U.S. saved the world. I don't think so. Right now, Donald Trump is telling you guys some lies that is going to tone down. The war's going to stop. It's just going to get worse because right now, the people ain't giving up. Though that supreme leadership, they're not giving up to anybody right now. I'm just hearing them hit missiles just a couple hours ago. I'm thinking all of this this attack on Iran from Israel and America, they should not be having no more missiles. How do they have all these missiles still going off? That's the question people should be asking. How do they still got missiles going off, Iran? If you have this war under control and you're just still hearing Iran hit places, that doesn't make no sense to me.
So the China they send ship war Iran.
China sending a ship to Iran?
No oil. Ship with things in it.
Ships?
Yeah. China can't send
they're testing America. When China sends a ship with things in it, or Russia, they want to see if America stops that ship.
They want to see if America stops the ship.
They want to see if America stops their ship. Wait, China has a ship. Is a ship there, or is China coming with a ship?
No, coming with a ship. If China were coming down with the ship with the missile inside of it, you don't understand? So Iran will never out a missile.
Yeah, but wouldn't America hit that shit? Wouldn't America hit a ship carrying a missile?
The war don't start now.
With China?
With China and whoever.
So if that's true, I don't know if that's true, but if China was to go do that, bring them, send they're shipping missiles to Iran, and America, I don't think is gonna like that. I think they're gonna try to stop that.
But Them do it before war, so they have them. China supply Iran with missile.
So that's controversial. If they supply them with missile, America, well, if Trump knows that, he's gonna try to spotlight that. And maybe they might even blast that out the water and say if they hit it. See if America hits that.
If he hit China, if he hit China ship, that's why I say they draw China in the war.
So you think China's really gonna attempt? Well, I'm hearing something like that still, but attempt to bring a ship of missiles to Iran. They could get away with that.
No, but they may have some way of getting it there, or if not get the missile and get the product when we make the missile.
That would just spotlight China now. Now China would be getting into it then. Then America.
China, hold on, man. China and Russia.
Yeah, they're really into it undercoverly.
America not fighting. They're fighting in an abstract way. When you don't think that's where they go. You get me now?
Yeah.
Because Russia and America don't want to get involved with Russia and war.
Yeah.
No. And China don't want to get in it.
Yeah.
So the three of them, look, man, you understand?
They'd have to, I think what would happen is America would stop anything from coming like that. They have to stop that. Because you're never going to beat Iran. You'll never beat Iran if China's supplying.
So hold on. How you mean, how Iran know how we get them? Where get them from?
Yeah, where did they get from? Russia. That's where they got their weapons
from. They can't get it from China too.
They probably got it from, they could get it from China too, the weapons. Where else did they get the weapons from?
So hold on. This is war I know. Here, America will surrender. They make nobody fool you.
America surrender?
Yes, they will surrender because you have to just walk out of the war and leave it. Because food for war. No, in a shadow way, America you don't have to surrender.
You think that is going to happen?
If you have China and Russia, they back Iran.
Yeah.
Hold on, the war will go for 10, 15 years.
That's why it seems like it's going to happen because I knew years ago this would be the ultimate showdown where it's going to kind of bring America in a nightmare kind of thing. It's like Israel, sorry to say, is like it kind of set up America to get into like some bigger trouble. Like this is the thing, this is the worst, not Iraq, right? Even though they got Iraq, right? This is another place what has like a cult. It's not Saddam Hussein where Saddam in his own country had people who was fighting still against him when he was a leader. These guys have full control, like you said. They have the guns, they have the mental of a lot of people. They took over people. Thousands of people have came out in the streets. I've seen you've seen it on CNN and places in support of the supreme leadership type of shit.
Yeah.
Then you see thousands of people in the streets supporting. They're not fighting against the man. Yeah. So all those thousands of people, you have to fight against that type of ideology.
Yeah, that's it.
You're fighting against an ideology. These people, I don't know, they could sacrifice themselves just for this man.
Yeah.
They're still around, or whoever, whatever the leadership is, they are sacrificing themselves.
Bow down to the lunatic Donald Trump.
Yes. They're not bowing down to Donald Trump.
Never bow down to Donald Trump.
Yes.
The lunatic.
It says, if Iran has long-range ballistic missiles, then this game is close to checkmate. I don't know if they have long-range ballistic missiles, but if they do, it's coming. They have long-range ballistic missiles. They haven't used. Have they used those?
You know, I think they used one the other day.
I think I was hearing in a news report they're talking about like. I swear they said Iran can't really hit a certain distance. Only a certain distance they could hit.
Who shot in one? Who shot in the one? In the Israel. Israel alone.
It's Israel.
It's Israel. Nobody else. Nobody else trouble you. No. So you can't have shot a medium.
Hitting Israel, people.
Hitting Israel, you don't want to hit nobody else.
It's hitting Israel. Because what happened is, I think this is how it started. Israel hit something without Americans' approval.
A refinery.
Without Trump's
refinery.
And he got angry. Yeah. Trump responded like, yo, Israel, you should not do that without us. Right? And they done it. Think of it. If you want America to help you, right? America's the big one, and you're doing stuff against them. That shows you they're just trying to make it more bigger than it is. Let's be straight up.
Yes.
Israel wants the war. They're poking the bear more.
So how you look fool and stupid if England go join them Spain
Yeah.
Canada,
Spain's not going there.
Belgium,
No.
Germany, Scotland, or whatever.
Yeah.
You take go to a war never authorized by the law.
No country's going to join America.
And then wait up, go Iran, let's go bomb them
No
too.
country's going to join. He asked Japan the
Damn
other day.
fool.
He asked Japan, people, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
So what they do him? What they can him?
They asked Japan the other day
Yeah.
to help, and the lady who's the prime minister said no, right? And after then, in the talks with Japan, Trump was talking. Did you know that America's going to be supplying Japan with the majority of their oil?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So where'd that come from? How all of a sudden America is the major supplier of oil for Japan now? That's new news to me.
So
yes, it's the oil from Venezuela
Oh.
and the capturing soon of Iran's oil. What he's using, he's already using it. He's like a gangster. You know?
Using what?
He's using Venezuelan oil.
Yeah, but not Iran.
To go give to Japan.
To Japan.
So now he's saying, like, this is how they put it. America is supplying Japan, all the way Japan,
yeah,
with oil. Where are they getting that oil from?
No, from Venezuela, man.
He's getting the oil from Venezuela. You see what I'm saying? He's boastful to use. It's like it's their oil, you know.
Yeah.
He's claiming Venezuelan oil is American oil to give to Japan. When since he hear America supplying anyone with oil?
No, supply anyone.
You ever hear America supplying anybody with oil?
No. That's what they supply Japan.
That's what it is. Yo, people, I'm up to date. Japan and America was talking, whatever, the prime minister with Trump, and he asked her for military assistance. You know what she said? No. He asked if they could use their ships to come into the Hermuz. Mm-hmm. He wanted Japan to come, with their military ships. She said no. Right? Smart.
They know that lunatic declare war.
People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Look, man, Donald Trump and Israel Netanyahu, they call
Netanyahu,
I told them to fight the war.
Yeah.
No other country don't come in.
No other countries fighting the war, people. No other countries fighting the war.
Because if they're carrying bomb for bomb, the people them building a house, they will look like an idiot, like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So what you want them to do?
He wants the war to keep going.
No, why? So they don't get funded.
Where?
The other country.
He wants the other countries to kind of support, like saying, like, it's too late. You shouldn't have done it like that.
No. Wait.
He wants them to support the war, kind of.
In what way? With money?
In what way? Like, no, support, like physical support. He's asking Japan to bring their military down to the area of where maybe the Hermuz is.
Our military ship.
Yeah, he's basically saying he wants help from the world to capture more of you see that island where they sent the 2,500 Marines?
Yeah.
He's wishing in his head that he would have more countries come and seize the island with him. It's like a pirate. It's like a pirate style. But he wants others to join in. Don't you see the thing? So it won't fall just on America. That's the whole gimmick. Yes. He doesn't want the responsibility, right? He probably figured it out in his head.
Yeah.
This will just be America's responsibility when we attack this island, Karg Island fully, right? And fully take it over. We will be flipping the bill or whatever we have to do for it's very big real estate. They realize they got Venezuela, right? So it's big real estate. When you're taking over a country, you're taking out the power of the people who are running the plant, eh? The people who are unless they turn over. The people who are running the what?
So if you take over the island, and make them things and draw them.
He in his head he would like other people to join in, other countries, right? And this is what he's saying though. But you're putting tariffs on all these countries. Make it make sense. How you want help from all these countries, and you're the one putting out economic war on people? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. These people are saying, you're crazy, man. You're putting tariffs on us, and you want us to help you in any type of way.
Wonder what kind of drink him
what is he thinking?
No, but what kind of drink him the drink?
That's what I want to know. What kind of drink is he drinking?
You know what I drink?
What is he really drinking? No, because I have to think of it. If you are putting tariffs on people, right? to hurt other nations' economics, and then you thinking you're asking countries to help you in a war.
Good drinking, drinking.
And then he's asking other countries to help him in a
No,
war.
yes, man. Because, hold on.
That
So
don't
he
make no
think
sense.
everybody think the same way.
Yes.
I can't think about him.
Yeah.
So that's why I say he must be drinking some kind of fucking drink.
Yeah, he's drinking some
drink.
shit, man.
You know what kind of drink you drink?
What?
You drink Jackass piss.
People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It's the Down to Earth Network, the Down to Earth podcast. Yeah, man. In the studio, live and direct. Yeah, he's drinking some jackass piss. That's what my pop said. Because the way he's doing shit is like
he must be drinking
sporadic.
He must be drinking something. To get him high.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's high on something.
Jackass piss.
Jackass piss. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bring up the likes if you can. But yeah, the war right now, as we talk, there's new developments happening. And I know that the last development I saw is first they said Iran attacked a U.S. and a U.S. UK base in the Middle East, somewhere in the Middle East, right? Right, somewhere in the Middle East, and then they attacked. I don't know which one was first. Then America attacked a nuclear site, some type of nuclear power site. They attacked that. So that's what's going on now. So the war, this is the war report, and I told you what's going on. America attacking, Iran attacking. It's going back and forth. Iran ain't giving up. The oil is going to keep going up. The gas is going to keep going up at the pumps. Groceries are going to keep going up. Trump ain't telling people all of that. He's not helping them. What is he giving the American people? What is he doing for the American people right now? Besides talking about what he's doing around the world. Think of it. Healthcare. Is he talking about healthcare? How he's going to help people down there with their health? Huh? Is he talking about... He's talking about the other day a campaign against crime. That's what he put out. That's the most he talked about.
They were going to talk himself.
He's talking about campaign against crime.
The crime of him coming to the White House.
Big up, Pop. Yeah,
crime of him coming to the White House. Yes, about crime.
Yeah, he's talking about crime.
Him coming to the biggest crime in America.
They're saying how he brought down a lot of crime in America since he became the president. How he brought down a record amount of crime.
But what about him crime?
No, it's talking about his crime. He's the president now. Anything what he has dirt on, Donald Trump, he's not gonna talk. He's gonna make sure he controls that narrative or make people quiet down, because people were bringing up the Epstein stuff against him, and how come that's not blasting up anymore? How come people are not questioning about the woman who came forward and saying that Donald Trump did something to her? So you could believe other shit, but if someone says something about Donald Trump, you can't believe that.
No.
Just think of
because you understand. Look, man, people believe the devil, the wrong side more than the right side. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. When they go in the courthouse, the judge believe they lie. You know.
Yeah.
If anybody do, you know about no truth. They lie.
They rather the lie.
The average man, whether they lie.
They rather the lie.
So you have to know when they go in the court, you know, say, you have to tell some lie. Because lie, then they won't believe the lie.
And that's what he's doing. Donald Trump, he has the campaign of lies. He has the campaign of lies.
99.75 inch. That's what they call it. We come out of Donald Trump. No. It's lie.
Yeah, he's not going to tell you. He definitely ain't telling you the truth.
The greatest liar.
We got proof of that. We know that Donald Trump is not telling the truth when he's
lie one. You know what that loses.
That man ain't telling you the truth. No. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. He's not telling you the truth. 100%.
Hold on a minute.
Right?
When they go on, Donald Trump no say.
Yeah.
He not going to prison.
When he's a president.
When he's a president. So you can't do anything no.
That's why he admitted it. He said no president could get away with the shit he gets away with. He admitted it.
Yeah.
He said it. So no president could get away with the stuff like he does. So he knows he's doing wrong. So think of it. No, think of it. If you said no one could get away with the stuff he does, Isn't that kind of a window saying that you're doing wrong?
Yes, but you hold on to know, man. This thing is all a trick. They
Yeah.
say the judge and the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Then I talk about hold my money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when they rock a case round,
Yeah.
and see in them time there. He always win the case.
He always wins the case. He's paying the money.
Yes.
He's paying the
judge,
money.
They collect the money. And
Donald Trump's paying the money, man. People, please like, subscribe, bring up the likes. Bring up the likes, people.
All the top liar, them him they get, you know.
Yeah.
I just say they spend the money.
Yeah, money talk, bullshit. What they say, bullshit walk.
That's it.
So the real world is this: as long as you pay,
yes,
you could do anything you want almost.
God, the judge don't take bribe, you know.
That's what they're basically saying.
Judge don't take bribe.
Yeah, judges take bribes.
Yes, the prosecutor.
So when Trump had like 34 charges or something, none of those stuff stopped him from being the president.
No.
He even talked about it recently, how they gave him a mugshot. He was joking about it, how they took a mugshot of him and how like he basically got, convicted. What? Didn't they call him a felon?
So hold on. What did they do with the mugshot? No.
I don't know what they done with his mugshot, but he got a mugshot. So what? He did get arrested.
No, what if they have it in the data, guys still?
So wait, if they gave him the mugshot,
yes,
was he arrested?
Shadow. Was
he arrested?
No, I arrested Shadow.
No, but I'm saying, does that mean if he got a mugshot, he was convicted?
What money can do.
Yeah.
What money can do?
No, but I mean, we know it's the money, but when he has to take a mugshot,
yes,
is that saying that he was guilty of something?
No, the guilty wasn't there. It's something why I went and take the mugshot again.
Why would they take the mugshot then?
I think yes. The mugshot.
Yeah, because he had 34 charges, right?
No, the mugshot, it was among how much of them? When they charged.
So yeah, when they charged him, he had to take a mugshot.
Yeah.
So when they charged him, it was like he was guilty of. They believe he was guilty of the shit. So he was taking a mugshot like a criminal.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Donald Trump had a little common sense, you know.
Yeah.
He make sure saying a good liar.
Yeah.
Yeah. With so many cases he can't win, you know. So he no mind you carry a court.
Donald Trump, man.
May I tell you? So I saw him do it. So he know he can't win the case, but he's going to court.
So if he's saying the war, he claims the war is winding down, which I know that's bullshit. Does that mean he's gonna go to Cuba? That doesn't mean he's gonna stop his campaign on the military.
No, he have to take Cuba too.
He wants too much. That's not gonna happen. He wants too much. Yeah, in his head he has Cuba. So he's stretching the military from all the way from Middle East to all the way in the South America to take control of places where he feels he needs to take control.
So he want to take Cuba, they want to make all the president come and couldn't take out Cuba, so he get Cuba.
Yeah.
He think that's so easy.
Yeah, he wants Cuba now.
Yeah, he wants Cuba.
Crazy. So how does that help America? I don't know how that.
But is America right now fighting the war? Donald Trump, look, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
He put a lot of American soldiers down there too.
And Israel and America, they fight no war. Israel and America is America itself.
Yeah.
So when they say, oh, Israel they fire how much missile and so and so, is America that do it?
Yes, America doing it. Israel's with them.
Yeah.
Well, so whatever.
It's a state of America.
Yeah. So this is where it makes it controversial in the Middle East.
Yes.
That the people who are with the supreme leader, they're not gonna give up. They'd rather die.
Yeah. Oh God in heaven, man.
They'd rather die.
Yeah.
So that lead. Remember, if you could still see them having courts. They're still having court, doing all types of stuff.
Yeah,
that means they're not out of power. They're not scared.
They are still intact. The regime is still intact.
They're still intact. Yeah, Trinidad, Tobago, and Jamaica need to help Cuba out.
Yeah.
They're under embargo. Well, Jamaica just stopped the 50-year relationship with Cuba.
Yeah.
I was telling Frost yesterday, the health care thing.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, not to say, did Jamaica sell out to America or because of
they don't sell out to America, but America do the most investment there.
In Jamaica. So Jamaica had to cut the ties forced to cut the ties.
Yeah, forced to cut the
because
ties.
they have a 50-year. I heard they helped build some hospitals in Jamaica, and they provided
the
Cubans. So they end a 50-year relationship with Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because of America.
Oh, you mean Cuba?
No, Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Jamaica end the relationship what they had with Cuba because of America. Yeah,
Jamaica never end the relationship with Cuba.
Yeah, they did recently. Yeah, seen it.
So
that was recent news. Jamaica end the whole medical thing program.
Oh, the program with the
that's
Cuba.
big.
Yeah,
That's a big program.
You know, don't stop that man.
Yeah, that's a big program for Jamaica.
And it threatened Jamaica.
Yeah, so America been threatening Jamaica. See, so Jamaica ended this 50-year relationship with Cuba. That's bad. They had a relationship with Cuba for the whatever to help Jamaica. They're helping Jamaica, and Jamaica is helping them in some type of way.
That come on a Michael Mann, the government.
Yes. So now, Jamaica end a relationship with Cuba because it's like saying,
because you see the program now where them have, where the Prime Minister have Jamaica, a lunatic thing.
What's the program they have there?
What's the program they have in Jamaica?
Yeah.
They don't have no program that the only program they have there. If anybody get anything in Jamaica, you check it out. Yeah, the hotel them employ a couple people.
You mean the tourism?
The tourism, yeah.
Tourism.
Right. But you can't depend on tourism alone for your country.
Yeah, but no. Jamaica relies on tourism.
And tourism because it's England and America make it be like that, you know.
Yeah.
Then lick down all the palm tree, them, spray them, burn them up and put
the other day I seen, you know what's
banana, then kill the banana.
You know
they want for them come in.
Yeah.
Build an infrastructure and do a hotel and a big time thing.
Yeah.
And making the money.
Yeah. Because I seen the other day, there's a big weed, I guess, field, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying how the police busted it, and they see all these police officers in the field in Jamaica picking it out, whatever. They're gonna burn it down. But check this though, they're saying the only reason that they're doing this because of a Canadian. They I think it's America or Canada. They have their companies in Jamaica.
Yeah.
The weed companies.
Yeah.
So whatever they don't control, like in Jamaica, if they see, especially now it's even worse, growing it, they're just gonna get like it's even worse.
Yeah, but the one where the police is into.
Yeah.
And the legal one is the illegal one.
Yeah, the illegal one, what they burned down, it was like a field, big field.
You saw them are lunatic. You see the lunatic in their head.
Yeah.
Make white man they fool them. Burn it.
They burned it all down, yo.
You see that about?
They burned it down.
But
I mean, like, what I'm saying is America kind of pressures like the West Indies, like someone like Jamaica, to give up relationships with Cuba, other people too. And I heard Trinidad's good with it, like America. The prime minister or the president there in Trinidad likes Trump. So you got to give in to Trump. You got to give in to Trump. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's the War Report, people. Talked a lot about what's been going on in the Middle East.
The problem is, you know, when you check it out, when you heard business in Jamaica, then you used to send man to Jamaica for 5-6 years to Al Ganja.
Yeah, they used to bring you to, you used to go to jail.
You see, all I said, a lunatic.
You used to get locked up long time just for weed. That sucks.
One little can of herb. The woman was giving the woman about 3 years.
Holy shit.
In them time, they had 50.
Damn.
Yeah. Lunatic them. Man, send man all the prison. All somebody judge them all alive now, you know. They must think about it. Why did I send this youth in prison for the ganja business?
Damn.
They legalize, you know. He must feel that way in our head.
Especially even in the 90s, that you were still they're still putting people in jail for that shit.
You're so black. Hold on, man.
For weed, people. We're talking about weed now.
Ganja. Yeah? You will send a man to prison for 5-6 years.
That's crazy, man.
Police they pass a yard at Jamaica and smell it.
Yeah.
And your backyard is smoky.
Yeah.
Then they come around and back arrest you.
That sucks.
Fuck with that.
Shit. People, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Yeah, we're just talking about the politics, even in Jamaica, man.
One little policeman hold on little boy with one little Roach.
You gone? You
A
gone?
court, you gone a court.
You go to court?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro, I got that slip.
Shit.
Diablo. All the judges are an idiot.
People were going to jail for just a
Yes,
little
if you
split.
can't pay it, you know. Then charge you when you go to court.
They lock
you
you
get
up.
1 or 2 days. See what? Little bush.
Bush.
Rascal.
People, please subscribe. This was the
No.
War Report. We'll be back later on. Thank you for joining the Down to Earth Network. Bless up.